Three stones in Lebanon weigh 800 tons each. No machine built on Earth today can lift even one. They sit 7 meters up, inside a Roman wall. Men carved them, moved them, then vanished, unrecorded forever. This is Baalbek, in eastern Lebanon's high valley. The Romans called it Heliopolis, the city of the sun. They raised a temple to Jupiter on this spot. 6 columns still stand, 20 meters tall. Earthquakes destroyed the rest across 2,000 years. But the temple is not the real mystery here. The real mystery lies beneath it, deep in the platform. That platform may be far older than Rome. Set into it are 3 monstrous blocks of stone. Archaeologists call them the Trilithon. Each block runs nearly 20 meters long. Each weighs around 800 tons of solid limestone. That is heavier than 2 fully loaded jumbo jets. Someone lifted that weight 7 meters into the air and set it on courses already 6 meters high. The joints are tighter than a credit card's edge. No mortar holds them, only impossible precision. Across 2,000 years of quakes that destroyed columns, they never shifted. The 20-meter columns fell. The giants did not move. Now walk down the hill to the quarry. There lies a stone even the Trilithon cannot match. Locals call it the stone of the pregnant woman. It is still attached to the quarry floor. It weighs an estimated 1,000 tons of stone. That is 1 million kilograms of cut limestone. This 1,000-ton stone was carved, tilted, then abandoned. Whoever was cutting it simply stopped and left. Why they quit, after all that brutal labor, nobody knows. And it is not the only one down there. In 2014, a third block was uncovered nearby. It may top 1,650 tons, the heaviest ever cut. So this single quarry holds the largest stones humans ever shaped. Now the question that has no clean answer. How do you move 1,000 tons with rope and wood? Cranes able to lift that weight arrived only recently. They did not exist until the 1990s. So a feat we barely manage today happened long ago. Done with muscle, timber, and sweat alone. The mainstream view is that Rome did it. Around 60 AD, with ramps and 20,000 men, they built huge timber sledges to cradle each block. Greased log rollers crushed and splintered beneath it. Hundreds of men pulled while overseers screamed. A single slip would drop 800 tons. Men would be crushed flat in one dark instant. Many surely died, crushed beneath these gray stones. Their dead names were never written down. But that tidy 60 AD story has serious cracks. No ramp strong enough has ever been found. The dark earth around the temple holds no trace. The Romans documented their engineering obsessively, yet not one line describes lifting the Trilithon. The greatest lift in their empire went unrecorded. That silence troubles even careful historians. Why carve 800-ton blocks at all? Smaller stones would have been 1,000 times easier. A wall of red bricks holds the weight just as well. Yet someone chose the deadliest path imaginable. Something we cannot name drove that grim decision. Here, the older theory creeps from the dark. Some argue the platform predates Rome by 1,000 years. Perhaps a lost people raised these giants first. Then Rome simply built upon their dead work. If true, an entire culture mastered this feat, then died out, leaving only silent gray stones behind. No tools, no bodies, no story survived their fall. Mainstream scholars reject that lost culture idea outright. They point to Roman chisel marks in the rock and pottery dated firmly to 60 AD, but those marks sit only on Roman additions. The deepest blocks stay lost in cool shadow, undated. So the bitter 80-year argument never dies. Return now to the lift that killed so many. Picture 20,000 men on dozens of ropes. Each must pull at the exact same instant. One man out of step and the rope snaps. The 800-ton stone wants only to slide and kill. It must rise 7 meters without ever tipping over, then settle within 3 millimeters of true. Modern engineers call this the edge of the possible. Some say it crosses that red edge entirely. And yet the 3 giant stones stand. Solid proof. You can lay your hand on the cold rock today, a 20-meter face that should not exist at all. The dead weight pushes back through your skin. Generations were born and died beside this site. Whole families died on a temple left unfinished. Conquerors came to claim it and fell anyway. Romans, Arabs, Crusaders, Ottomans, each passed through. Each left their mark, then left for good. The stones outlasted every empire that touched them. In 1759, a great earthquake struck the valley. It destroyed the temples and killed thousands nearby. The Trilithon did not move a finger's width. In World War I, armies camped in the ruins. They photographed the stones and could not explain them. Even with steam engines, they would not try a lift. Dropping it would kill the whole crew at once. So it sat, as it had for 2,000 years, work abandoned. Now picture that abandoned 1,000-ton stone under a full moon. The stone of the pregnant woman glows dead pale. It has lain at that dark angle for 2,500 years, carved, then forsaken in one terrible 60 AD moment. Maybe the cutters died. Maybe their patron fell. Maybe an earthquake destroyed the whole project in a day. Every explanation ends in a people who vanished. That is the dread Baalbek leaves in the dark. A monument to a job that killed men and was quit. Consider what lifting 800 tons truly demanded. Ropes able to hold 1,000 tons of dead pull. Timber strong enough not to splinter and kill. Foundations that would not sink under 20-meter stones. And a leader who could command 20,000 lives. One who could spend men like firewood by the hundred. Such projects are paid for in crushed human bodies. Every 800-ton stone hides a column of the dead. Baalbek surely buried more workers than most. Yet not one dead name reaches us across 2,000 years. The triumph was total. The dead memory was erased. Modern tests in the 1990s confirmed the weights are real. Lasers measured the joints to the millimeter. The numbers only deepen the impossibility. So we are left with stones and silence. The how is debated. The stones are certain. 800 tons, 3 times over, raised by hand. 1,000 tons more, abandoned in the pit. 1,650 tons abandoned, the heaviest humans ever cut. Those numbers crush the imagination flat. Stand in that quarry and the dread is physical. The cold, dark air feels older than language itself. You touch the limit of what people could do. Someone walked to that 1,000-ton limit, then carved past it, and vanished without a manual. That absence is the dark heart of the mystery. We can barely lift 1,000 tons even now. Yet our engineers still cannot explain 60 AD, rope, timber, fire, and something we lost. Knowledge that died with the men who held it. Baalbek keeps that secret in bright daylight. It sits on a dusty road any traveler can reach. Millions have stood before the 20-meter Trilithon. None has left with a complete answer. The gray stones simply wait, as they always have. Older than any name carved into them. Heavier than any machine built since the 1990s. 3 stones, 800 tons each, raised by vanished hands.